York Yankee Baseball is on the air. WPIX Channel 11 presents New York Yankee Baseball as tonight from Royal Stadium in Kansas City. It's the New York Yankees against the Kansas City Royals. On the mound for the New York Yankees, of course, is Ron Guidry, as we are playing Ron Guidry's 1978 starts for the season versus Dennis Leonard. Brooklyn native Dennis Leonard of the Kansas City Royals. This has always been a kind of house of horrors for the Yankees as they're coming to Kansas City. They won last night, and they've been playing well. As to be honest, they've been playing really well as a team. We can take a look at the standings real quick, or at least tell you what's going on. If you're here in our last broadcast, we told you what was going on. The Yankees do hold a 2-game lead over the Brewers, 2.5 over the Tigers, and 2.5 over the Red Sox. The Angels are in first place, best record in baseball at 20-9. They're 3.5 over the Cubs and 3.5 over the Royals, who are 16-12. The Yankees are currently 17-10. They are 5-10 at home, and they are a perfect 12-0 on the road. How about that for some stats? They won their first 12. They've won 6 out of the last 10, and they won their last game. The Kansas City Royals, always tough at home, are 16-12, 7-4 at home, 9-8 on the road. They have won 7 out of 8 one-run games. They've lost 6 out of 10, and they've actually lost their last 3. This is a tough series for them. They are playing this one at least without their superstar, George Brett. And as we look at further, Kansas City was 13-6 in the month of April, while the Yankees were 13-6. Right now, the Royals are 3-6 in the month of May, while the Yankees are 4-4. Run differential so far for the season, the Royals are 14 runs above, while the New York Yankees are 32 runs ahead. Nice how you look at those numbers, and you can kind of see trends. And then when you look at the 78 totals, the Yankees are in the middle of the pack, hitting 268. That's a little bit above league average. The Royals are at 265, right underneath them, again, right below league average. In the pitching department, the Yankees are number 1. They're 2.95. That's number 1 in baseball. While the Kansas City Royals are at 3.98. Again, that's a little bit above league average. Let's get this started. It's baseball action here on Channel 11. It's the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals. You see the die in front of you on the left-hand side of the screen. We'll be using that as our roller. Again, we'll be doing what's called the havoc first, and you do not see that. Is when I hit the dice on the top right-hand corner, it tells me if the Kansas City Royals are doing anything on the defensive side or pinch hitting. Once they do not, I roll the dice. Then that roll does count. But if I happen to roll the dice and then roll the havoc, and the havoc does something before that, then the dice roll is nullified, because always the computer gets first chance at changing their mind as a relief pitcher, pinch hitter, all that stuff. So I have to make sure I do that all the time. Let's do this. Play ball from Royal Stadium, a beautiful ballpark here in the United States. Mickey Rivers leads off. He's hitting 248, no homers, 7 RBIs, only 6 extra base hits and 100 at-bats. He steps up, left-handed against Dennis Leonard, the Brooklyn native. He's 3-4, 4.11 ERA, 65 hits in 57 innings. That's a little over 1 an inning. Then 37 strikeouts and 12 walks. That's about a 3-to-1 ratio, but just not a lot of sample size. He's not struck out a lot, and unlike Guidry, who's had some dazzling games. We'll get to that when he gets out to the bottom of the first. Porter sets. Dennis Leonard looks on. Brewers ready. And here's your first pitch. It's going to be a 6-7. That's a ground ball to second base. That's Frank White. He's a 1E19. We won't have to roll the purple. That's an automatic out, but we do anyway. That's an 11, so he fields it on a 14 and barely makes the play. White bobbled a little bit and got it over to Wathan. Royals defensively, Wilson, Otis, Cowens, followed by Terrell, Patek, White, and Wathan. Porter behind the plate, and on the mound, Dennis Leonard. Willie Randolph is up. He's hitting 283, home run, 14 RBIs. He's had 5 doubles and 5 triples, so he's had 11 extra base hits, so he's hitting the ball quite well. Now Leonard looks in, gets a sign from Porter, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 5-8 fly ball center field. That will be Otis makes the catch for the second out. So 2 outs here in the first, and it brings up Munson. Average starting to drop a bit. He's at 291, no homers and 16 ribbies, has 6 doubles. Porter sets the target. Leonard looks in, gets the sign, nothing on the havoc. Here's the pitch. That's a 3-7 ground ball to short, picked up by Matic, gets it, throws it to first, and that's all for the Yanks in the first. Up 3 down, bottom of the first coming up, no score. Here's your Royal lineup. Willie Wilson will be followed by Frank White and Hal McRae, followed by Collins, Otis, and Wathan, Porter, Matic, and batting ninth at third, Jerry Terrell. Here is a young, biting superstar, a Summit, New Jersey native. His name, Willie Wilson. He's hitting .250 on the year, 4 RBIs. He has stolen 11 bases. He is going to be a superstar in the making on this Royal team. He's a youngster. He's a switch hitter. He'll bat righty against Louisiana Lightning. For the Yankees defensively, White, Rivers, Jackson, Nettles, Dent, Randolph, Chambliss, Munson behind the plate, and Mr. Guidry on the mound. 7th start of the year, 6-0, 1.89 ERA, 24 hits in 48 innings. That is only 4 hits per start. 48 innings out of 6 starts tells you he goes at least 8 innings a start, 13 walks, 46 strikeouts. Again, that's about almost 4-1, and that's a little bit more of a sample size. He's only given up 1 home run. And if you're with us on the last live stream, Ron Guidry pitched a 14 strikeout, 1 hitter. Wow, wow, wow. 1 hit, 14 Ks, and a win. He's won 6 in a row. He K'd 12 against Baltimore, 14 in his last start against Minnesota. He's had 2 of his last 3 starts have been complete games. He's gone at least 7 innings in all 6 starts. So here's Guidry. He looks on, gets a sign from Wilson. Let's see if Wilson does any shenanigans. He doesn't. Here's the pitch to Wilson. 5-3 ground ball to first. That is going to be Chambliss. He's a 2-4. Let's see if he's able to make the play. It's a 12. He gets it. He's going to have to hurry to the bag, and he can't come up with it. Chambliss, it went off the arm. He knew he had a problem with it, and Wilson beat him right to the bag. So an E3 on Chambliss. And that all of a sudden puts the very fast Willie Wilson at first. So Guidry now has this problem to deal with. Here's the second baseman, Frank White. 299, 1 homer, 10 ribbies. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Let's see if any shenanigans with Wilson. And he gets to second base. Oh no, White dropped down a bunt. It was a perfect one. Guidry jumped out in front and threw him out to Chambliss. So Wilson takes second. Runner on second, 1 out. Royals playing small ball with Whitey Herzog. Here's Hal McRae. He's hitting .300, no homers, 14 RBIs. But he has 14 doubles on the season, so he's had a good year with those extra base hits. Runner on second, 1 out. Wilson taking a lead off second. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch from Guidry. That's going to be a 4-9 ground ball shortstop. That is Dent. Bucky Dent is a 2-14. Let's see if he's able to make this play. It's a 14. It's in front. Should keep the runners in. 8 and gets him for the second out. So Guidry gets his second. Let's see. Get the shirt out at first. So Wilson able to go to third on a ground ball to short. Are you kidding me? Let's look at this. Let's make sure everyone is set here. Kansas City's run by the computer. They're going super aggressive on Guidry here. Runner on third, 2 outs, and here is the right fielder, Al Cowens, hitting .238, 5 homers, 19 RBIs, 10 extra base hits so far. Munson sets the target. Guidry working from the stretch, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Cowens. That's a 5-11, and that's a fly ball in the left field. Pennell was the one that gave up the only hit in the last game. He's a 3. No, it's White this time. It's a 3-2. A 3-2. Oh, it's a 1. It drops over White's head. He could not do it. The AstroTurf just gave him a base hit. Wilson will go all the way. Wilson will score easy. Cowens will go in the second with a double. You cannot charge him. You cannot charge anything on this quick turf. He tried and it skipped right by him. Cowens went to second. Good thing Rivers had him backed up. They threw it back in, and the Royals lead 1-0 with 2 outs here in the first. So Guidry not getting any breaks here. Let's see if they scored that an earned run or unearned. It's an unearned run because of Chambliss's error early. So runner on second and 2 outs. Here's Otis. Otis 294, no homers, 11 ribbies. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-6 ground ball to third. Nettles, he's got it, throws him out, and that's all for the Royals. 1 run, 1 hit, a costly error. At the end of 1-0 Kansas City. So now for the Yanks, Reggie Jackson will be followed by Chris Chambliss and Greg Nettles, lefty, 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 against Dennis Leonard. Jackson now hitting .269 on the year, 5 homers, 11 RBIs. Average is starting to come up a bit. That's what the Yankees have to have. Porter sets the target. Leonard looks in, and here's the pitch. That's a 3-4, and Jackson hit by a pitch. Oh, Leonard kind of looks at him. Jackson will take first, and here we go. Runner on first and nobody out. And here is Mr. Chambliss. Again, here at Royal Stadium, ballpark singles come pretty easy, 1-14s. Home runs do not. It's one of the toughest ballparks in the American League. They're only a 1-3. Chambliss so far hitting .309. Since we played last, his average continues to climb. 3 doubles, a homer, 13 ribbies. Jackson takes the lead off. Can get a good lead on Leonard if needed. We'll see if Jackson's able to do it. Porter looks in. Leonard gets the sign, and here's the pitch to Chambliss. 4 is a ground ball to third. That's Jerry Terrell with it. Let's see if Terrell comes up with this on a 4-4. It's a 3-E-18 for Terrell. Let's see if he's able to make the play on it. It's a 12. Nope, he's going to have a fielder's choice. If anything, it's a 13. There's no error. Gets away. So Jackson is in, and Reggie Jackson came in hard with the slide. With that hit by pitch on Jackson. Jackson came in hard on Patek. Took him out hard, and that's kind of payback from the Hal McRae roadblock slide a couple years ago. So 2 outs here. And now here's Nettles. There's a lot of animosity between these teams. Not a lot of love. Yankees took out the Royals in '76 on the Chambliss Game 5 home run. And in 1977, the Yankees took out the Royals yet again on a very memorable Game 3. George Brett hits 3 home runs in the playoffs, but Munson hits about a 450-foot home run to the Yanks to win in Game 3, then won the series in 4. So now here we are. We go forward 1978. It's Nettles the batter with 1 out with Chambliss at first. Porter sets the target. Leonard from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 2-12, and that's a line drive. And oh my goodness, Frank White's got it, and Chambliss was definitely looking somewhere else as he's doubled off. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Inning and a half in the books. 1-0 Kansas City. That was an L4 double play. So John the Duke Wathan will come up. Wathan, 30 at-bats, a double, home run, 4 RBIs, hitting an extraordinary .567. Will bat here against Guidry. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch to the Duke. And that's going to be a 1-7, and Wathan continues the mash. 1-7's a base hit. He rockets it through the left-hand side. White comes up with it, gets the ball back in, and Wathan's bat just continues to heat up. Runner on first and no outs. Wathan, a very quick. He's a catcher by trade, but he's playing first today. He can run if needed. Here's the catcher, Porter, 253, 4 homers, 17 RBIs. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. And here is the pitch. That's going to be a 2-9, and that ball is going to be a drop, and it's going to be Rivers with a nice catch. This time Mickey Rivers came in and made a shoestring catch. Double 1-10. As you see, roll the 20. So Rivers made a beautiful catch, and now here's the shortstop, Frederick Patek, hitting 229, no homers, 9 RBIs, has swiped 9 bases. This Royal team can run. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in from the stretch, and here is the sign. Oh, Wathan took second base. It bounced in front of the plate, gets by Munson, and Wathan will go to second. That's why we rolled the shenanigans first. That was a wild pitch from Lightning, Louisiana Lightning, Ron Guidry. So Wathan to second on the wild pitch. Runner on second, 1 out, 1-0 Royals. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Nothing on the shenanigans. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 4-7, and there's that 4-7 right-handed walk. Guidry's gotten burnt by that a lot in his first 7 starts. Royals got 2 on and 1 out, and here's Jerry Terrell in for Brett. Again, he's hitting 235 at-bats, a double, 4 ribbies. First and second, 1 out. Guidry from the stretch. Looks back at Wathan. Wathan is taking a little bit of a nice secondary lead. Here's the pitch. 5-8. Got him on strikes. Big strikeout for Guidry. And would you believe it, after striking out 14 in his last start, gets his first Royal. So 2 outs and 2 on. Here's Wilson. He's 0 for 1. He got on an error and then scored a run. So now Wilson bats against Gator. He's a 2L. Wilson hits lefties a little better than righty. He's actually a little bit clutch. He gets hits on 1-2s and 1-7 where outs used to be. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 6-8 fly ball left field. That will be White. Comes in and makes the catch. And the Royals strand 2. We played 2, 1-0 Royals. It'll be Spencer, White, and Dent for the Yanks here in the third. 225 for Spencer, a double. He has 4 doubles, a triple, a homer, and 4 RBIs. 40 at-bats. He's been playing the DH role with Cleef Johnson so far. Porter sets the target. Leonard looks in, and here is the first pitch to Spencer. 5-8 fly ball right field. That's Cowens. Comes in and makes the catch for the first out in the third. So now here is Roy White. 296, 54 at bats, 2 doubles, a homer, 8 RBIs. Switch hitting, batting from the left-hand side. Porter sets. Leonard looks on, and here's the pitch. That will be a 5-8 fly ball right field again. Rinse and repeat. Cowens comes in, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And now here's Bucky Dent. Boys, we've talked about this in nauseum, as they say. Dent, remember the game we streamed where Bucky Dent went absolutely nuts with his statistical game. He went 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 6 RBIs back on April 13th. Since then, he has only had, I believe, 4 hits, 4 to 5 hits since then. His average has taken a tank lately. His last last 7 games, he's had 2 hits and about 20 plus at bats. So Dent needs to find it. Porter sets the target. Leonard from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Dent. And that's going to be a 5-5, and struck him out. And Dent just is not looking comfortable at the plate. 3 up, 3 down, go to Yanks. Let's go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Royals. White followed by McRae and Cowens, the bat for KC. So White, the batter, hitting 299, homer, 10 RBIs, has 7 extra base hits. He had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Munson sets the target. Guidry the windup, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-9. It's a ground ball second. Randolph's got it in front of him. He gets it and throws a strike to Chambliss for out number 1. Here is Hal McRae. Grounded out his first time up. Let's see if they aim for McRae this time after hitting Jackson with the pitch. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks on. Here is the pitch. and that's going to be a 6-7. He struck him out looking. That's one way to get any kind of revenge. McRae down on strikes. Second strikeout for Guidry, and here's Cowens. He doubled in a run his first time up. Kind of doubled one right in front of White, kind of bounced by him, scored the run. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the windup, and here is the pitch to Al Cowens. 5-7, ground ball second. Back in, that is Randolph. Randolph is a 1E20, cannot give up a hit, but he can give up the error. We've seen it. It's a 13, that's a play, but he on a 6, there's no error on a 6, ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, go to Royals. Let's go to the fourth, 1-0 Kansas City. Rivers followed by Randolph, and then Munson here in the fourth. Dennis Leonard has absolutely looked good. So far, Leonard has not given up anything. He struck out 1 through 3. Porter sets the target. Leonard looks in, and here's the pitch to Rivers. That's a 5-5, and struck him out. Rivers just swung over the slider for the first down here in the fourth. Now here's Randolph. Randolph first time up, flying out. Leonard looking absolutely really strong out here. Porter sets in the target. Leonard nods, gets the sign. Here is the pitch. No shenanigans going on. 5-11, ground ball back to Dennis Leonard. Leonard is a 3E4, so either way it looks strong for Leonard to make the play. Does he make the play? It's a 5. He barely does. He gets in his groove and throws him out. A 3 on the dice does not generate an error, and that's out number 2. Here's Munson. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up, if I'm right. Leonard has retired the first 11 Yankees. Nope, they hit into a line drive double play. They've gotten one man on today. That's right, hit by pitch by Jackson. Porter sets the target. Leonard from the windup. Here is the pitch to Munson. 5-9, struck him out, and Munson swung over it. And Dennis Leonard retires the Yankees. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 1-0 KC. Otis followed by Wathan and Porter here in the fourth. Guidry now has to think he better keep the Royals at bay. Yankees are not hitting Dennis Leonard right now. Munson sets in with the target, puts the sign down. Guidry nods. Otis 0 for 1, ground out his first time up. Here is the pitch to Otis, and that's going to be a 5-9. Struck him out. There's that nasty Guidry slider. Strikeout number 3. Here's John Wathan 1 for 1, singled back in the second. So Guidry steps up. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the big windup and delivery. That's a 6-3. That's a fly ball right field. That is Reggie. That could be problematic. Reggie is a 4E5. 1-11 is going to be a base hit. It is a 2. It drops way in front of him down the line, unable to get it. That's a double down the line. Wathan will scoot to second. Jackson totally misplayed it. He did not get a jump. He did not see it right, and it went and fell between Chambliss and Jackson, and Wathan was able to take second. So runner on second, 1 out here in the fourth. And now here's Darrell Porter, base hit number 3 for the Royals. Porter 0 for 1, flied out his first time up. Nothing on the shenanigans. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-2, ground ball right at Guidry. Oh, he found the ball in his glove. He turns around, throws a strike to Chambliss for out number 2. So now here is Matic. Walked his first time up. He'll be followed by Jerry Terrell. So runner on second, 2 outs. Munson sets the target. Guidry gets the sign. Here is the pitch to Matic with 2 outs. 6-7, struck him out looking. Hard slider away for Guidry, and the Royals leave a runner at second. We played 4, 1-0 KC. And now the Yankees will send up Jackson, Chambliss, Nettles, lefty, lefty, lefty against Leonard here in the 5th. Jackson hit by a pitch his first time up. Porter sets the target. Leonard with the windup, and here's the pitch. and that's going to be a 4-5. Struck him out. Jackson on strikes, and that was a nasty slider, and Jackson swung over it. So Dennis Leonard struck out 4 so far. Here's Chambliss. Fielder's choice his last time up and then got doubled off. Chambliss steps in 0 for 1. Porter sets the target. Leonard with the windup and delivery. 110 is a single, 1-14. It's a 20. What a play by White. Holy cow. Chambliss hit a lace. That White got in front of it. Oh my goodness. 60% chance at a hit. And Frank White stepped in front. 2 away. 2 outs in the 5th. Here's Nettles. He's 0 for 1. Porter sets the sign. Leonard looks in, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 1-5 base hit. There's your first hit for the Bombers. It's a 6, so it'll be a long single. Oh, 1-5 is a double, 1-4 double single otherwise, so a 6 is a long single for Nettles. Runner on first in 2 outs, their first hit. And now Spencer's turn. Maybe Spencer can answer it here. Porter sets the target now. Leonard from the stretch with Nettles taking the lead. Anything on the shenanigans? Nothing. Leonard from the stretch gets a sign from Porter. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 5-4 catch axe. This could be fun. That's going to be Porter. Porter is a 2-2. Let's see if the play is made or it could possibly be something with a pass ball or wild pitch. It's a 15. It's a pop-up. A 15 is going to be a pop-up. 6-6 is 14. No error, and that should end the inning for the Yanks. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 KC. Terrell fouled by Wilson and White. Royals 1 run on 3 hits. The Yanks no runs, 1 hit, and an error. So Terrell set up, I believe, a switch hitter batting from the right-hand side against Guidry. Munson sets. Guidry looks in, gets the sign. Here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-8 fly ball left field. That is White. Camps under it. Makes the catch. First out here in the bottom of the 5th. And now back to the top of the order for Willie Wilson. He's 0 for 2. Got out an error in the first and scored a run. Wilson, switch hitter, right-hand side. Talked about him. Summit, flash out of Summit, New Jersey. Unbelievable speed he's come up with. Munson by the plate. Sets the target. Guidry gets a sign. Here's the pitch to Wilson. 6-10 fly ball center field. That's Rivers. Rivers is a 2-10. Let's see if the 10 will come back and haunt him or not. Let's roll the dice. It's going to be, it's roll the dice. It's an 8. He gets to it. But on a 9, makes the play for the second out. So Wilson retired, 2 outs in the 5th. And here's Frank White. White's 0 for 1. He had a sac bunt back in the 1st and ground out in the 3rd. Guidry looks in for the target for Munson, sets the sign. Here's the pitch to White. 1-8, got him on strikes. Big strikeout for Guidry. And we played 5. 1-0 Royals. We go to the 6th. White fouled by Dent and Rivers here in the top of the 6th. Now, you try not to make changes with last play's lineup at least until the 7th inning. So Dent's safe right now, but right now he is struggling so mightily. Porter sets the target. Leonard, here's the pitch to Frank White. No shenanigans going on. 1-2 is a drive to deep right field. It could be trouble. Cowan's back. He's back. And makes the catch at the top of the track. Home run, 1-3. Ballpark home run. You see the purple. It's a 5. And Cowens makes the catch. Oh, my goodness. 1 out in the 6th. White just missed one. He sent it down the line where it's most narrow, but Cowens camped under it. Here's Dent. He's 0 for 1. Boys, he needs something right now. Porter sets the target. Leonard looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Dent. Dent on a 1-4. He had a line drive, but right at Frank White. So Dent hit it hard, but White played him perfectly. 2 outs in the 6th. Here's Mickey. That's funny. Ron Guidry one-hit the Twins in the last outing, and right now Dennis Leonard is one-hitting the Yankees. 2 outs into the 6th. Rivers to bat, 0 for 2. Nothing going on the Havoc. Porter sets the target. Leonard looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Rivers. 4-7, and he walked him. There's a big walk to Rivers. Let's see if he can be able to get some extra bases here. Leonard's a +1, -1 Porter. It'll be a -2 off Mickey's first number. So let's go ahead and get the steal. Does he go and get the lead? He's a 1-9. He does not. Rivers does not get a good lead. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here's Randolph. He's 0 for 2. Porter puts down the target, puts down some signs. Leonard from the stretch, no shenanigans going on. Here's the pitch to Randolph, 1-4, ground ball down the third. Easy play for Terrell, goes the short way to second, and the Yanks are done in the 6th. No runs, a walk, 1 left. Goes to the bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Kansas City. Hal McRae, followed by Al Cowens and Amos Otis. The bat for the Royals here in the 6th. Ron Guidry again pitching his heart out. The only run so far has been unearned. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in, gets the sign. Here is the pitch to Hal McRae. 2-9 is a ground ball shortstop. Dent's got it, makes the flip to first for out number 1. 2-9, 1 away. Here's Cowens, doubled in a run the first, and that's been the only scoring in the ball game. Because it was set up by an error, that run is unearned. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in, gets the sign. Here is the pitch to Cowens. 6-2, ground ball down the first. Good play by Chambliss. Kicks it to the bag himself for out number 2. 2 outs here in the 6th. Here is A.O. Amos Otis, ground out in the first, struck out in the 4th. Munson sets, pats the glove. Guidry looks in, gets the sign. Here is the pitch to A.O. 2-7, a base hit. That's and he hits one in front. 2, how about this? 2-7 for Otis. It's a double on a 1. You see the purple die. It's a 1, and Otis gets a double, and that was a hustle double. He saw it drop in, and he took off. He had second already on his head. He doubled right from the box. So runner on second, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Wathen the batter. He's got 2 hits. With Porter on deck, do you walk Wathen and maybe pitch to Porter, who's a better power hitter? But Guidry may have a better advantage against him with the lefty-lefty matchup. We'll see what Wathen do, and yes, they will walk Wathen. And now with 2 on and 2 outs, it brings up Porter, who is anti-clutch too. He loses 2 clutches in the 1 column. Runners first and second, 2 outs. Porter sets in. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch and gets the sign. Nothing in the shenanigans going on. It's going to be a 3-11 fly ball right field. Jackson's there, makes the catch. And that's all for the Royals in the 6th. Let's go to the 7th. 1-0 Kansas City. Yankees down by a run, and Guidry's pitching, but he's going to sue for non-support at some point, because right now he's trailing in a 1-run lead. Here's Munson, followed by Jackson and Chambliss, righty, lefty, and then you get your 4 lefties coming up. Top of the 7th here from Royal Stadium. Munson steps in, 0 for 2, is grounded out and struck out. Porter sets the target. Leonard with the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-4, ground ball to short. That is going to be Patek. Patek is a 2E40, so that's a possible good opportunity at an error. Let's see, it's in the hole. He gets a 2. That's a base hit. Does he throw it a 9? Yes, he does. Patek held on. Munson with an infield hit. So Munson's on first, hit number 2 for the Yanks here in the 7th. They bring the tying run now on to first. But Reginald Martinez Jackson, the batter, hit by a pitch in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th. Porter sets the target. Leonard from the stretch gets the sign. Anything on the shenanigans? Nothing. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 1-8 and walked him. Leonard right now, maybe a little bit, now looks a little bit tired. 2 on and nobody out for the Yanks here in the 7th. Chambliss the batter. Forced out and lined out. 0 for 2. Porter goes out and talks to Leonard. Herzog may have bullpen going in. They're stirring. Porter sets the target. Leonard from the stretch gets the sign. Here is the pitch to Chambliss. That is a 4-11 fly ball left field. That's Wilson. He is a 2-11. Let's see if the 11 will come back and hurt him. There's a 2-14. Oh, he makes the catch. And on a 4, he drops it. Oh, he dropped the ball. And Munson will go to third. The Yanks load the bases. So the Yanks finally get a break. And it's an error on Wilson. He came charging and popped right out of the glove. So the Yankees load the bases with no outs in the 7th. And it brings up Mr. Greg Nettles, number 9. Line doing double play in the 2nd, single back in the 5th. Yankees with an opportunity. The Royals will bring the infield in. They're going to come home. Anything hit out an infielder. Porter sets. Leonard from the stretch. Nothing on shenanigans going on. Here's the pitch to Nettles. 6-7 ground ball 2nd. That's White. Do they come home with it will be the question. Anything with the pound sign will be a single 2 stars because the infield are in. Here it is. You want it high enough. Ooh, it's a 17. They may come home for a double play. It's a 13. It's not an error. Do they get 2? Yes, they do. White goes home the first. 4-2-3. Oh, my goodness. And the Yanks now have to come out with a 2-out hit. White came home. Porter with a perfect play and came around and threw a strike to Wathen. Scored that 4-2-3. 2nd and 3rd. 2 outs for the Yanks in the 7th. And now here's Spencer. Leonard now. Let's see what he does with Spencer with Roy White on deck. He'll pitch to him. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Porter puts down the target. Leonard from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Spencer. 6th, 8th base hit Spencer, and he may have given the Yankees the lead. And that is going to be a double 1-12. It's a 7. It's a shot down the line. Cowens comes up with it. Jackson scores. Chambliss scores. Yankees lead 2-1. So Jim Spencer does the job as the DH with a big 2-out double in the 7th. So here's White. He's 0 for 2. Porter sets the target. Leonard looks in from the stretch. No, and they'll walk White and they'll pitch to Bucky Dent, who has struggled, and Herzog must know it. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs in the 7th, and now Dent has to come up with a key 2-out hit. So again, Porter sets. Leonard from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Dent. 3-3 fly ball left field. Dent struggles will continue. Wilson with the catch ends the inning. Yankees score 2 in the 7th. Let's go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 2-1 New York. So now Guidry gets the lead going to the bottom of the 7th inning. His ERA continues to drop. He's now at 1.68. Came in the game at 1.99. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Patek. 1-7 fly ball center field. That is Rivers. Makes the catch for the first out here in the 7th. And here's the 3rd baseman, Jerry Terrell. Terrell's 0 for 2. Let's look at the bench and see if George Brett's somewhere on there. No, he is on the disabled list and not available, so nowhere to be found. Munson sets the target. Guidry gets the sign. Here is the pitch to Jerry Terrell. That's a 6-8 fly ball left field. That's White. Comes in, makes the catch for out number 2. 2 outs in the 7th, and now here's Wilson, 0 for 3 with the run scored. It's a big batter for Guidry to get out. You don't want the speed of Wilson beyond the bases. Munson sets in the target. Guidry looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Wilson. 6-2 ground ball down the first. That's Chambliss. He waits for Guidry, and they're in time. 3 up, 3 down, go to Royals. We go to the 8th. 2-1 New York. So now Rivers will be followed by Randolph and Munson, lefty, righty, righty, against Dennis Leonard. So now let's look at the Yankee bullpen, see if Gossage and that is going to be available. Let's see. So far, it looks like most of the Yankees are available. Eastwick, Lyle, Gossage, Clay, all Yankees are available. So again, Lefty, righty up. Lyle and Gossage throwing individually out there. Lefty, righties up. Double barrel. Porter sets the target. Leonard with the sign. Here's the pitch to Mickey Rivers. That's a 5-3. Ground ball to first. That is the Duke. That's the Duke. He's a 4.25. That's not good at all. Let's see what that does. Does he make the play? It's a 20. He fields it on a 12. No, it kicked off the turf. Watson cannot do it, and Rivers is on board. Second error of the ball game for the Royals. Rivers on base. We'll see if Rivers can get the lead, and he does not. So he's on at first and nobody out. Here's Randolph 0 for 3. Porter sets in the target. Leonard from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Randolph. 3-8 is a walk, and Randolph again works a walk. His first walk of the day. Yankees now bring 2 on and nobody out. And here's Munson, 1 for 3. Started off that 7th inning. Came around the score, and the Yankees lead by a run. No outs here in the 8th. Leonard looks in. Gets the sign. Porter flashes down different numbers. Leonard working from the stretch. First and second, nobody out. Pitch to Munson. 290, dead rolled Munson. Oh, fudge. Fly ball left field. Wilson there makes the catch for out number 1. First and second, 1 out. Here's Jackson. Jackson 0 for 1 with the run scored. He walked back in that faithful 7th inning. 2 on, 1 out. Porter sets the target. Leonard from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 4-10, ground ball short. That is Patek. Let's see if Patek's able to make the play. He's a 2E40. That could be tough. That's a 10. That's going to be a fielder's choice on a 10. On an 8, it stays a fielder's choice. So Rivers will move to third. Jackson on at first. First and third, 2 outs for Chambliss. He is a little bit off. He is a little clutch. 3-7 now against Leonard would be a hit. First and third, 2 outs here in the 8th. Yankees lead 2-1. Royals out hitting the Yankees 4-3. Royals unfortunately out erring the Yankees 2-1. Chambliss the hitter against Leonard. 2 on, 2 outs. Porter sets the target. Leonard looks in from the stretch. No shenanigans. Here's the pitch from Leonard. 3-9 base hit Chambliss. He does it again. Chambliss continues to be the Yankee they depend on. That's a double 1-6. That's an 8. It's a long single. Rivers scores. Jackson goes first to third. Yankees lead 3-1. So now here's Greg Nettles, 1 for 3 in the ball game. In the 7th inning, he grounded into a double play, thought everything was lost, and Spencer came in and knocked in 2. Porter sets the target. Leonard looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Nettles. 2-7 ground ball. That stuff in the 2 column, and Nettles swung out a bad pitch. Ground ball down the first. Watson's got it, kicks it to the bag himself. Yankees score 1. We go to the last of the 8th. 3-1 New York. Yankees and Royals now both with 4 hits. Yankees with 1 error, Royals with 2. Last of the 8th. White will be followed by McRae and Cowens. Right. Coming up, Gossage is now alone warming up, and he is ready. Munson sets the target. Gossage, Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to White. No shenanigans going on. That's a 2. That's a 4. Struck him out. Big strikeout for Guidry in the 8th. Guidry, strikeout, only gets 6 today, but boy, that was one of the big ones. Here's McRae, 0 for 3. Now the 2-run lead. He can challenge McRae a little bit. Munson sets in, puts down the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch. No shenanigans going on. Here's the pitch to McRae. 5-9. Got him on strikes. Big strikeout for Guidry. 2 outs in the 8th as he's getting stronger. He's got 7. And now here's Cowens. 1 for 3. Doubled in a run back in the first. Grounded out twice since. Munson sets. Guidry looks in. Gets the sign. Here is the pitch to Cowens. 4-9 ground ball to short. That is Dent. Dent is a 2-14. Here we go. It's a 9. He fields it, throws across the diamond, got him, and the Royals are done in the 8th. 3 up, 3 down, go to Royals. Let's go to the 9th. 3-1 New York. It'll be Spencer, White, and Dent to bat for the Yankees here in the 9th. What a ball game. 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error for the Yanks. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Royals. Ron Guidry, 8 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. Run was not earned. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Leonard, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 were earned. 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Both basically the same. We now here in the 9th inning. Yankees looking to add little insurance. Spencer followed by White and Dent. Here is the pitch from Leonard. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Spencer. 2-5 and struck him out. Leonard gets and Spencer with 1 out. So now here's White, 0 for 2 with a walk. Porter sets. Leonard gets the sign. No shenanigans. Here's the pitch to White. 4-5 and struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts. So Dennis Leonard's got 6. So not Guidry, not impressing Leonard. He's got 2 of his own. And now here's Bucky Dent. He's 0 for 3, and his struggles just continue. So now here in the 9th, Porter sets the target. Leonard looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Dent on a 1-8. Line drive again at White. Oh, again, he hit a liner, but White played him perfectly. 3 up, 3 down, go to Yanks. Last coming for the Royals. It's 3-1 New York. Otis followed by Wathan and Porter. Right, left against Guidry. Does he stay out there, or is it going to be Gossage? Billy Martin on the top steps, going to let him finish it. Maybe a second complete game in a row. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Otis. That's a 1-7. Oh, he dead rolled him in his column. He had a bad pitch. Fly ball left field. He swung at ball 4. White makes the catch. 1 away. So now here is Wathan. 2 for 2 with a double. Intentionally walked his last time up. Porter on deck. Here we go. Munson puts down the card for him. Gets the sign. Guidry nods. Here is the pitch to the Duke. On a 2-12 ground ball back to Guidry. Guidry's got it. Turns around, throws a strike to Chambliss for the 2nd out. So now here's the left-handed hitter, Terrell Porter. 2 outs in the 9th. Last chance for the Royals. Munson sets, puts down the target. Guidry nods, looks in. Here's the pitch to Porter. 1-7 ground ball the 2nd. Randolph's got it. Throws to the Chambliss. Got him. Yankees win. The Yankees win. And a huge win for Guidry and the Yanks right here for the Yanks on a Saturday, May 13th. What a ball game for Guidry again. He does the job. He goes 9 strong innings as the Yankees beat the Royals 3-1. The Yankees brought 2 runs across the plate in the 7th. Highlight belonged to Spencer, who deflated the crowd as he doubled and plated 2 runs. Both teams ended up with only 4 hits on the night. Guidry 7-0, got the victory, allowed 1 run for the game, and it was unearned. Losing pitcher was Leonard. He's now 3-5. He surrendered 3 runs and 4 hits, and he completed the game also. So the Yanks win, and the Yanks win. So a huge win for the Yanks right here when it counted. Huge one. So now let's bring you to the schedule before we go again, and bring you your schedule for your next Ron Guidry broadcast right here on the channel. And how you'll be able to watch. He's been pitching on WPIX the last couple times, and it's been such a pleasure calling him. Right now, the Yanks right now at this point with that win. Let's go into the calendar and go ahead and auto everything else to the point where Guidry pitches again. We'll give you an update on the standings and tell you when you can see it. So let's look at him ahead. I'm guessing it's going to be he pitches actually on Thursday night on the 18th. So it'll be Ron Guidry against Don Hood. So the game will be in Cleveland on Thursday night, May 18th. So May 18th in Cleveland, that'll be on WMCA radio. There is no TV for that particular game. So if you want to take to it, please go on the radio and catch our broadcast for that one. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and jump ahead and play the games up to that point, and everyone will then be ready for Yankee baseball the next time we're here with you. Here we go. Let's autoplay everything and see who wins. See if the Yankees can pull the sweep and sweep Kansas City away. Minnesota defeats Boston 11-2. California defeats Cleveland 6-1 and stays hot. Chicago beats Milwaukee 6-2. And let's see what else is here. Hang on. And it was, whoops. Oh, there it goes. All right, never mind. I found it. All right, let's repeat that. So the Royals defeated the Yankees 2-0, so they stopped the Yankees from sweeping with a Sunday shutout. The Tigers defeated the A's 8-2, and the Rangers defeated the Orioles 6-2. We moved to Monday night, May 15th. It was the Orioles defeated the Twins 8-5. The Royals go into Kansas City and win 6-0. Royals really on a slide. Toronto defeats California 3-1. Milwaukee over Texas 3-2. Yankees over the White Sox 5-3, so they get back on the winning side. Royals defeat the A's 8-2. The Mariners over the Tigers 10-6. Tuesday night, May the 16th will now be at. It was Cleveland over Oakland 2-1. It was Minnesota over Baltimore 5-4. Boston overwhelming Kansas City 11-3. Angels win again 6-3. Brewers 6-3 over Texas. The Yankees beating the White Sox 9-6, and the Tigers defeating the Mariners 3-1. Wednesday night, May 17th, is the Angels over the White Sox 5-4. The Brewers with 2 touchdowns and a field goal, defeating the Tigers 17-0. The Yankees defeated the Indians to start the series 2-0, while the A's defeated the Rangers 4-3. And the end of the games on the day we'll be playing, May 18th, 1978. It was the White Sox defeating the Angels 5-2. The Brewers over the Tigers 10-9. The Twins over the Royals 4-2, and the A's defeated the Rangers 4-3. It was then the Blue Jays defeating the Orioles 4-2, and the next time we meet, it will be the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Indians from Cleveland's Municipal Stadium. It will be Ron Guidry taking on Don Hood. Let's give you some final statistics, and then we'll get you out of here for this stream. Thank you so much for watching it. I do thank you for watching these games on demand. Right now, the New York Yankees hold a 2-game lead over the Milwaukee Brewers. The Red Sox are 3.5 back, and the Tigers are 4.5 back. In the West, the California Angels, still best record in baseball, 23-11, are 4 ahead of the Twins, 4.5 for the White Sox, while the Kansas City Royals are 5.5 back. Well, folks, that's a stream. The next time we'll meet each other, the Yankees 21-11 will take on the Indians 14-18. We'll see you in Cleveland on the next start. Again, available on our radio affiliate, WMCA. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you again. Have a good night, and thank you for watching the Sports Time Machines 1978 Ron Guidry 1978 replay.